Hello everyone. Tonight we're going to work on doing the feeding of the starter. So this is the starter. It's been 24 hours since I fed it or thereabouts. And then this jar is my discard jar that I keep in the fridge. And this is my fresh jar that you'll be putting the tablespoon of starter into, thereabouts. I mean, probably give me a hefty tablespoon. See how nice it comes away. That's what you want when you make bread, is to see that it'll also like go up to double in size or triple in size depending. So this is my really nice heaping tablespoon of starter, and then I'm going to get a third cup of all-purpose flour, and since it's cold I'm going to add a little bit more. When it's in the summer you will want to level it off, but during the cold temperatures it'll help keep your starter strong. And then I need a quarter cup of filtered water. Add that all in, stir it up. You'll want this to look like a really thick pancake batter consistency when you're done. If it's not, then add a little more flour, especially during the winter. Like I said, I'll just keep it strong, and you want a strong starter because you don't want it to suddenly die. And then once it's all mixed together, put the lid on. Make sure it's somewhere where there's a decent consistency of temperature. If you've had the oven on, or if you want to put it in the microwave like I do, I'll do that. I just opened the discard. You can hear the hooch alcohol sound. It's really hungry. You can see in there where there's the hooch. I'll pour a little bit of this off. And then you'll take what's left of your starter from the previous day, which is called the discard. A lot of people get confused on what that is. That is the actual discard. So you'll see in recipes it'll be called discard, or starter that's not been fed, so like an unfed starter. People like to call it different things, but discard is what is unfed basically. And so I'll just scoop that all in here. Also, a tip, put as little sourdough starter or sourdough discard or anything down your drain, because you don't want it to plug it. And just make sure if you do get it down there, you make sure it gets through the system. And then I'll put this back in the fridge, clean this up for tomorrow, and that's the end of your feeding. Okay everyone, just to give you a couple tips. Make sure you have a jar, and it can be any jar, but I like to use these because they give plenty of room for the growth in that, and they're fairly decent size. But you'll notice that it doesn't seal close, because you are trying to get the natural yeast from the air. So make sure any of your jars, even if it's one that snap closes, just don't snap it and that'll be fine. So anything like that. Over time you'll accumulate discard depending on how much you feed your starter. When my starter is really strong, I will feed it every other day, or maybe during the summer every 2 days or so. But during the winter, to keep it happy and strong, I'll feed it every day. When you have a lot of discard, there's a ton of recipes out there. But one of the few things people know is you can use this right out of the jar and make flour pancake tortilla type things, like a naan bread almost. And there's about 1,000 recipes of discard recipes that you can use. So or you can find really good friends and send it to or give it to your friends. And that's one of the things I like to do, because I'm told I can't hoard all of them. And then don't throw it away, because there's just so much stuff that you can do with it. And like I said, you can just make a tortilla throw some discard and salt in the pan, and you're done. So yeah, remember, this goes in the fridge, this stays in a nice warm area, and that's it.